football. Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. Big Ten play starts as these two teams get set to square off and start the conference race. It's the Kentucky Wildcats and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Deep in the end zone, it's Singleton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Using his legs, it's Lewis. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own colored jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
Looking to the big tight end. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle on offense.
Second down, gonna throw it. Throws for the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Wildcats are marching down the field. Fresh center down's going to the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Left side is Williams. On the move is the 30. Bust through behind his pad. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Baxter. Ball is loose. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. I don't know if it was, and let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. This time they'll throw it. Right side, it's Baxter. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. An 84-yard drive there. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel.
Game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason move. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. He's got great speed. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Well, the defense got really lucky there. I don't know if there was a coverage bust or what. There is no way that receiver should have been that wide open. Lucky for the defense, though, he puts it on the ground.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Out wide left, it's Singleton. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. 2nd and long here. From the gun, it's Baxter. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. You want to talk about shaking down thunder incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Snapped on fourth down. Quickly to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Kentucky right back to the line.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on fourth down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open, running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
Takes the handoff. It's Lewis. At the 20, he's got space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen, and you saw it right there.
On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Thrust that arm out. He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking for a crease. Flying down the right side. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quick give. It's Lewis. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Snaps it in the shotgun. Left side is Skinner. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Pulls it on the option. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Kentucky will be forced to punt. On the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Here we go. Ready. 22. Go.
Oh, he's got some space. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now, and getting him stopped.
It's Walton. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Looking for room at the 25. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. They'll give it to Baxter. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
He'll take the deep shot. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. In the red area, it's Baxter. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He's got it on the move. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown, Kentucky! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. The extra point here would tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He breaks a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Breaks into the open. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. They want to get this defense on its heels.
3rd down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number. He has confidence in himself. Goes and gets the 1st down.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. He'll pull it down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
He did a really good job on 3rd down, knowing where the sticks were, making sure he got past it. Listen, quarterbacks can get hit near the goal line punching in. On 3rd down, those are those situations where it's okay to put the quarterback's body on the line.
Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. On the run, it's Walton. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. To the back. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Timeout taken by Kentucky. It's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's got enough, and he slides to avoid the punishment, and it'll be a first down. Nice move there on 4th and short. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down.
Ready, go.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long.
22.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. Kentucky spends its 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. How about that tackle to stop him short on 4th down?
Man, what a job keeping your eyes on your key. It's so easy sometimes when they run those RPOs to get a little bit lost with your eyes, to come up, play the run. Nice job seeing the ball thrown. He's got his guy, makes the tackle, and gets the big 4th down stop.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Comes down, it's Lewis. There he goes. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He's going for a big play downfield. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. One more snap coming before halftime. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with Oregon taking on the number 11 team, the Virginia Tech Hokies. And it's the Ducks looking to make it 5 straight wins. And they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Here's Carr to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Lewis. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Walton. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Enough to move the chains. Turning it on. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. 3rd touchdown of the game. A 3rd of his season total. He now has 9 on the year.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Fires left. The sure hands, it's Singleton. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They'll move the tight end. Straight ahead, it's Baxter. Stopped right there.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the gun with Baxter. Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Kentucky. Why not double the try total and go for 2? Out of the gun, looking to throw. Escapes the sack. On the move. He's into the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Throwing, Carr. Unloads to the wideout. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He'll pull it down and run. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short.
Yeah, and he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill,
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. 3rd down following the sack by the D. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Fourth down, Carr throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Drops back on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Coleman Williams. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. Going to the run, it's Baxter. Got enough space. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Walton. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Play action, C.J. Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Left side is Gilbert. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And maybe the way things are unfolding, we are set up for a classic finish as we get underway here in the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Irish will open the 4th with a fresh set of downs. Keeps it on the ground. And he's brought down after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And we've seen him do it by land, right?
They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Quarterback changing the play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Carr. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a 1st down at the 12. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. It's Walton. Powers through the defender. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll keep it on second down. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Notre Dame right back to the line. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I love that play by the defense there. Hanging back, watching the QB's eyes. Great job in coverage on the back end, and then rallying to him when he decided to go try and run for it himself. And now this defense is set up for it.
And it's good! And they get a little closer here late in the game.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within one possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
The give as they work on that clock. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They go back to C.J. Baxter. Got him right there.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Baxter. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
He'll do it himself. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Now on second down. Follows his blocks. It's Lewis. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Finds his tight end. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And under critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
They'll give it to Baxter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Long way to go on second down. He'll set up to throw. That's caught by Williams. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. a set of downs going up top. Fires to the tight end. He's out of bounds after a nice pickup. Did not get the first down, but that will take us to the 2-minute timeout. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running the red zone. It's Baxter. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach, and that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Carr on play action. Out wide right, it's Porter. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. He's taking a deep shot. Got it down the field. Into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.